There's a lot going on here. Let's try to figure out what I'm doing. As you can see, my life is a bit chaotic, and it's not my planners that are chaotic, it's actually my life. Okay, you guys, welcome to this interesting recap of January 2025. I have the Stalogy B6 in front of me, and I started this last year. I've shown you guys this on my channel before. It's just where I keep a lot of my notes about how my planners are serving me, and I also attempted at one point to use it as a daily journal as well. And I would demo out these cute spreads for the plans I have. And I got this idea from Suhei Plans. Like, all the credit goes to her. It has helped me so very, very much. The thing is, I really need to get back into this because we are going to talk about how my lineup has treated me well and how I have mistreated it. The last time I saw you guys, we went through my personal rings, and that's still going strong. I love this thing so much. I use this every day. I really do. And this is great. This is real quick. This is what my husband loves to eat, this specific macaroni. So I kept it in there. So on this page, I was doing my inboxing, and I was doing so strong with this. I was going so strong on my inbox until I realized that I completely forgot I had one. This would have been great to come back to on the days that I was feeling overwhelmed. So, note to self, you have an inbox section. Maybe I need to get those stickers that literally tell me, hey Sav, remember that's you have an inbox for what you need to do today. That has kept me so straight and narrow, you guys. And then obviously I completely forgot I had one. So my monthlies are going good. I actually did start using this a little bit more just for some like plans. And I've been doing good on here, trying to remember what I have going on, and glad I came into this right now because I have a couple things to reference for tomorrow coming up, the 28th. Look at this Valentine's Day spread. Oh, I still love it. Going into my weeklies, I'm still using these. I've really stayed continuous in this. My only problem is once I get stressed, I like can't write anything. And I need to. I need to figure out how to streamline this, make it easier to understand, and manage my time. But when I'm super overwhelmed like that, I just like can't do it anymore. I get too antsy about everything. So it's basically been very black and white, nothing too exciting. This is this week, and then I have these inserts for the start of February. So I could see if this would treat me better than the other weeklies. We'll see. Since I love this so much, it's chunked up quite a bit, and I've been considering switching my planner, and I have seriously abused this thing. There is pen marks on it. There's pen stabbings on it being thrown around with my in my purse with other items. Guys, I think I'm blocking the light. I don't feel like this is the best spot for me to be in. Hang on. Is this better? Am I blocking the light? So I do think I'm going to switch out of this one and pile it into a bigger rings, and I do have one here on my shelf. I don't know. Let's see. I believe, where'd this come from? Aura Estelle. This is really nice. Like, I'm impressed. This is the, I think the Chloe. I ordered this pre-loved. I do that many times for my covers. I just think it's more pleasing to my heart to not just buy right off the bat. Anyways, that one I might switch to, and if I do, I will bring you guys along for that switch. So just look up for that in the future. Another thing I have is this. This isn't really a planner, it's the destination. Let's do this. So I have set up just a little bit. I have some tabs that I just like bought from Etsy and I taped them in. I was using these as the tabs at first and dividers, and then I realized very quickly I needed real dividers. So I took out my old dividers from a different rings that I had last year and I stuck them in here, and that's helped so much. And in each of these I had a new course I was going through, and I know this is how it's been. I've been in this a lot because I've been taking classes online, and so I'm using this to document each class and what I learned, and to help me take that skill set I learned on a short time and then find another class or another way to use it. So I haven't figured out exactly how many classes I'm going to take, but I definitely got excited and I've been taking like 3 or 4 classes at a time. So this has really kept me somewhat more organized with the note taking. I also think this Stology is going to help me because I want to put all of my notes on how everything's going and then figure out my plan for next month to just make things possibly easier on me. And this is one I got from AliExpress. It came with this cute charm, and that charm dented this all up while it was being shipped. So if you're somebody from AliExpress, please don't do that. This is fragile. It doesn't bother me too much because it's only in certain areas, angles that you can see it. But this is the A7 size, not the M8. The M8 is smaller. So be careful if you're going to pick this up from AliExpress too. But I loved that this came out. This is like its own little like notebook to help me on the go, and this has been nice because again I have another inbox that I forgot to use in all the pressures of my life, and I would just keep all my I was keeping a lot of my day-to-day to-dos in here like it was my inbox. So how many inboxes do I need? Like, I need all of them. The problem isn't the inbox and what I have, it's literally me not checking the inbox. Raise your hand if it's you too. Are you doing that? We can do better. I'm gonna do better. And then there was a time I was tracking like what I was eating because I get so geared up on something I actually forget to eat, and that's not good for me because how am I supposed to go anywhere if I don't have any energy? So that's the first part, and this back just goes right into here. Fits in nicely, and then I have room for cards, which I have used this as my wallet, and that was the whole point of this, was gonna hold a wallet. But you know, the paper quality from Sterling Ink's little pocket insert took over this thing, and there's not a lot of room for keeping my wallet. So in here, I just decorated the front page, thought it was cute. I ordered that one on Amazon. And then I just used the Filofax pocket dividers. Again, I started this one yesterday. Yay me. I'm going to work on that. Then I was doing vocabulary. I just wanted to learn more words. And so when I was reading my books, I would come across these words and I started to pick them up and put them in here for my vocab list so I can learn them. And then I have some mythology notes. And then I have this collection of inserts I printed off from, I think they're from 2 different places. The Planner Room. That's from, so these are from the Planner Room, and this one I believe is also from the Planner Room. they're just different types of note-taking, and so this one is easier for me to take notes on what I'm reading or listening to, and I can put the subject in here, I can write my thoughts, and then I can do the overview of what I've learned. Then I started doing gratitude back here, and that's where I leave off. So that's what I've been doing in here. That's this guy. I really love it. It's compact and cute, portable. I take it everywhere, even when I'm not using it like I'm supposed to be. And I wonder why my life is a mess and why I feel so stressed. Maybe you can tell because I'm talking so fast. Moleskine. I know I was really upset about this. The paper quality, like, yeah, if you didn't see my last video, if you have, you know. So I have failed at keeping up with this a couple days. See, hyper focus on class. It just stressed me out. I was doing everything I have done is like self-paced. So it's me who's rushing myself, and it's just because I get this excitement and I just don't want to stop. And that's what caused my burnout last week. I ended up sleeping for 6 hours straight a couple times. See, 6-hour nap. But I've been trying to, I've gone in here and I've just looked at what I did that day, and then it would bring in clues and remind me of what I did, and then I would backfill this. So I'm definitely still working in here. Don't let that bamboozlement fool you. I still am working in my Moleskine. I still do love it. However, I'm not using any markers in it. I'm using a different tool, and we'll talk about this in another video of what I'm using instead to prevent the bleed through on the pages. This guy is from Hungry Gal Studios, and I use this from the beginning of January as like, just take it and go, whatever I need, write it down, it's fine. And it was going really well, except for I love to read at night. So what happened was I have a stack of books next to me, and that thing is so small, it's gone. Like, I don't even remember it's there. So something's got to give. I got to figure this out. But I might pull this back out and use it again as like, hey, my everyday to-do list, just to get it off my mind and onto paper. I haven't used all of this yet, so I have plenty to go, but this is just my like helpful little pocket buddy, and trust me, it's worth it, and it's really soft and fun to work with. So I like this little on the go. It's just I love to also lose it, apparently. So this one is my Hobinichi reading journal. I have actually been reading, and it's crazy. I thought I was gonna, hold on, I don't like this glare. I really thought I was gonna fall off reading with everything that I've been hyper excited on and focusing into, but I did not stop reading. What actually happens is I started using reading to really like help me stress relieve and ground me again. So I've actually done really good with my reading. I've been reading The Winter Witch by Paula Braxton, Making Your Own Days, Kenneth Knock, and then I just started rereading the Marian Weinstein Personal Magic last night. And this isn't all of them. I have tons more books that I've been in and out of. I just wanted to give you a glimpse of what I'm reading this week. And then, let's see. See, I set books down and now I can't find my Hobinichi. Okay, I found it. So what I've been wanting to do is upgrade this, or update this with you guys, and show you how much I've gone. Okay, so this is the start of the Hobinichi weeks in 2024. It was November, and I was just using it to kickstart my goals of reading every day. And usually when you see blanks, like, yes, that means I either didn't read or I just didn't fill it in, because Like this one was about the birthday girl. I have finished this, so I just kept writing about it and it would block out a lot. Like this one, I only read Birthday Girl that whole week, and then I ended up finishing it and then continuing on like what happened in the overview. This is spoiler alert, you guys, so if you want to read these books, don't read this content because in here's all spoilers. So sorry. I'm serious, all of it is. And then this is my introduction to The Winter Witch, and then looks like I was, instead of reading, I was watching TV. I love that I marked that, like, oh, the media distracted me. It's not my fault, the media distracted me. But I did start reading about this, and it's hard for me to get into fiction books. I really love to hop around nonfiction a lot, but I'm trying. This is part of the goal, is to just keep trying. It doesn't matter what I'm reading as long as I'm trying to read every day. And then this is personal. I don't want you guys looking at this because this was like a project, and so is this. But this part is fine. You guys can look at this. These are books that I got a couple weekends ago, and I just wrote book haul because it was exciting. I want to be able to look back on that. And then this is this week. So I'm surprised my camera isn't dead. Like, I barely charged this battery this week, and I am going to start by writing down the reread that I have been doing and journaling over here a little bit too about the books. I don't think I have much to say in my notes back here. Nope, I have not started anything else. Been too hyper focused on my classes. So that's this one, my reading planner. I'm surprised that I've kept up on my goal, so kudos to me, I guess, and all the hustle and bustle of the days. Okay, let's talk about Sterling Inks and one horizontal foliar. Common planner. So this one specifically, I wasn't using very much. It was a lot of blanks until I decided to start taking courses, and then I started documenting those courses and what am I doing with those courses in the day, and what am I learning, and how they're implementing, or if I like them, if I'm going to drop the class, so on and so forth. So that's what this has transformed into, and I'm impressed because I didn't think that while using my rings that I was going to use this, but surprisingly enough, I really have done some work in here. Like, I'm very impressed. So I left a page here so I can decorate for 2025 because this was the ending of 2024, but I did start journaling a lot in the pages for like last week. So I'm gonna keep that up. And then in the back, I also was starting some notes for my classes just to see if I would use this for that. And honestly, guys, I would. I totally would. But it's just an option. So I have two options. I have a section in the back of here and my black personal rings. So I've been using both the Sterling ink and my personal rings for, gosh, I'm shaky for note taking. I got this new one today from Blue Sky, and it was at CVS. So what I'm doing in here is keeping up with my finance goals. So I had a bookkeeping course. It was a short one. It was fun. And I've taken accounting in college, so from those moments, it wasn't all streamlined on the websites now that they have. Everything was on paper, and I'm a paper girly, so I found this at CVS, and I'm going to use this as I go about keeping track of my finances. And it's different than my bill tracker in my planners because this is actually keeping like the whole statement of my bank account and what's coming in, what's going out, literally all of that, and then checking on everything to match up with the bank statements. That's what this is for. The bills and all that is still going into my personal rings. Okay, so now you guys see, like, I'm seriously all over the place and I need to figure this out. So let's see, let's go to the next page. This is so helpful for me, like, shout out to Sue Hay for introducing me to, hey, if you're having like planner struggles, decision fatigue, all this, use a notebook on your shelf because we know you got them. And get started. So I like to do the same thing Sue Hay does. Tell me that's straight. Wow, that's straight. That's pretty impressive. Okay, let's see. We're gonna start with my personal rings. Guys, I'm just gonna probably do some bullet points with this. Pros and cons. So the pro of it for the beginning of January, it's supportive. So I am just going to tell you how I am making this because, spoiler alert, my camera definitely bails on me. Should have charged it more. So on the left hand, the far left is going to be the planner or the notebook. The column I'm writing is in the center is going to be the pros, and the ones to the right are going to be the cons, and that's how this is going to work. And I just follow suit for all the rings I just showed you. I'm sorry, for all the planners I just showed you. And let's jump back into the video. Okay, so I didn't notice my camera had shut off mid filming, so let's just go through this together. You can tell, like, I'm a lot more calm now. In here I wrote my, like, check-in on all the pros and all the cons of each planner or notebook I was in. And what I'm going to do with this information is try to figure out what will best suit me for next month. And if there's anything repeating, why is it repeating? Is it necessary to be repeating it? Or can I get it into one system? So, for instance, we're going to go straight into personal rings because we got to make adjustments. So, for personal rings, I'm going to take into account the cons, which is it's too small, it's too delicate, and I need to label. So I'm just going to make that like a call to action of move inserts, create labels, and then maybe I should search online for a dust bag or see what I have already that I could use, because I definitely need to take care of the fact that it's delicate. My Moleskine, so I do need to update my Moleskine. So we're just gonna put like backlog, and I do feel like I need to add more decorative, so I'm gonna put stickers. And there's not a lot I can do about the other cons. It's just how I'm going to update these going forward. Excuse me. my personal rings for note taking, I'm going to see if I can merge this into my Sterling ink. And it's just going to be possibly like maybe but the difference is in my CLP personal notes and my Sterling ink notes is the section. So I got to figure out, I might just do like a brainstorm to review these two and see if I can make them merged. And then that way I have that cover for whenever I want to switch out of the other rings, just for my own like enjoyment. That would be nice. And then along with my Sterling ink, it's going to get, I'm just going to write cover, it's on the way. So that will take care of it's not very sturdy or delicate. So that should take care of the only cons I have with that one. And then hopefully we can make an adjustment here so I'm not packing around too much when I'm going into my classes. And then my pocket rings, it can be a wallet, easy travel, reminder, and short pages. So the thing about the one I have now is I'm curious if I have it too full. So I'm gonna go over here and put pocket rings. And what I do is I actually will get the inserts moved into maybe a larger pocket rings, or I just need to downsize. So one or the other needs to happen. So I'm just gonna write size review and insert review. We're gonna see what inserts are actually helping me. I don't want to merge the personal rings with the pocket rings because the whole point of my pocket rings is to carry it around with me. These are meant to stay home. This is meant to stay home. But my other personal rings, sometimes I don't feel like carrying a massive bag. I don't want to carry the personal rings. So what I do is I do copy this and it is necessary. So on the days that I want to carry a lighter bag, I can throw in my pocket rings. And then as for my Hobinichi, I'm doing good. And as for my notebook, I'm going to start using the notebook. I just haven't started that, so that's easy enough. And then the Hobinichi, not a schedule book. So once again, I'm not taking this anywhere. And that's the only like con I came up with, was that it's not a schedule book. But it's helped so much with my reading goals. I'm just gonna put maintain. So these are the action items for all of these, and I'm hoping the exciting life that I've been holding up in January does slow down. So that's where I'm at, and I will show you real quick just to get us all excited about the planner covers I'm going to be using when I do these adjustments. And you guys, I will bring you along with me on these adjustments. We'll have some fun in the rings. Okay, we brainstormed the pros and cons. So these are the two books that I need to basically either downsize or like this one has so many pages back here, but excuse me, I can take this out and make this be my on the go, and that would be an idea. But I was thinking I might just take what's working and put it into this pocket rings, and then I have my Aura Estelle, and the rings on this is a lot bigger, therefore it will hold a lot more. And what I'm going to likely do is keep a certain amount of months and weeks in here, and then I will be taking it out. I love that this has a lot more space and it could be used as a wallet if I want, should I go anywhere. But February is probably going to be just the same routine with a different time management schedule. So that's where I'm at on these. So stay tuned for the updates on transferring all of this and seeing how that goes. Once again, I love, love, love this personal rings, and I will definitely be coming back to this. I do it all the time. I always come back to this one. But for now, I am going to try this Aura Estelle and this beautiful like ivory color. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope that your January has treated you well. Let me know down below if you're going to take the pros and cons list and use it for what you're doing and see if you can mastermind a way for your planner system to better suit you in the coming month. Alright, you guys, have a good one. Bye!